Hello, Factory Outlet fans, and welcome back to Factory Outlet Simulator. So, for a third time here, I'm going to change the sign because I just want to. We're going to go with it being colored like that. Perfect. That works for me. So, let me give you a tour of the inside here. First, let's turn on the power. There we go. So, as you can see, financially, I've made some gains since the last episode. We've also unlocked quite a few things. So we now have shoes. We only have the Forever 20s, but I have those all on the shelf, and some extras here. I've gone ahead and put out my Raise Game shirts as normal, and I went ahead and bought the cell phone case holder, and we went ahead and put those out. We also have a couple of different kinds of pants here. We've got the Hogo Bass ones and the Forever 21s. And then over here, as far as shirts, we've got Hogo Bass shirts and Adidas shirts. Now, the more I've played this game, I think that they sort of parody actual brands like Adidas, because they can't actually use Adidas, otherwise there'd be a copyright issue. So that's what they do in order to make it work. As I said, for this episode, this is sort of a briefer episode, I'm hoping. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open the store here for a day and try to sell a few different things. I'm also going to maybe do an order or two on the delivery type of orders, but we'll see. I might just do a couple days of actual work inside the store. I'm leaning towards that, actually. That'll be fun and a little bit of a break for me, because I have spent several hours going over to the boat and the airplane to make the money in order to get this to where it is now. And I'm sort of over it for right now. I'd like to just actually sell in the store. My goal is I'm going to do this, and then I will probably do some more of those type of missions. Let's see what this person has to say. What in the world? He has black thread at 365, colored fabric, copper. Are these cheaper prices than what I'd pay for them normally? I think they are. Let's go ahead and buy that. Yeah, I think that the ones... Sure, I'll buy one of those, and I'll buy one of those, because they're all cheap. You have a good day, sir. I think I just did a black market deal here. But, okay, whatever. We got this soda shop over here. Don't know if this is something they plan on adding in the future or not. Sort of interesting. But anyways, let's get back to our store so we can open up and sell for the day. As I said, my goal is that I'm planning on selling for today, and then hopefully I will go ahead and, before the next episode, do a few more of the large sales that go international, the wholesale ones here. I've been doing these really big ones, so like this, I would make a profit of nearly $4,000 or 3.5 grand there. So I'm doing those, trying to make large chunks of money, and with that then, my hope is that next episode you will see even more changes. My plan is I want to get the mugs made and get the cup rack for those. I also am thinking that next episode I might even hire a cashier. We'll have to see how that goes. But that's what I'm leaning towards, is next episode having a cashier. But let's see how sales go in this day. So we started out with 1.54 thousand. Let's see how we are by the end of it. Store does not have enough cash registers. Yeah, that's what you're worried about. So the prices I'm putting are fairly straightforward prices, nothing exorbitant or anything of that nature on any of the goods, but hopefully we'll get some decent sales out of it. People are liking the shoes right away, so that's a good thing. Alright, so I need $2.50 and change for them. I am pricing things basically, I think, 50 cents above what the regular price would be, just so I make a little extra profit. I've went with these brands because of the fact that they're more expensive than the lower brands like the Forever 20s. So trying to make a little bit more money here with this, see how it goes. Alright, $95 and change. There you go. Definitely having a good amount of business coming in, so don't mind that at all. Basically, I need to see if it would be worthwhile to have a salesperson up. Hey, sold my first phone case. Alright, so you need $5 back. There we go. But yeah, so in order to do that, I would need this up to 1.88 or 1.84K. So, sort of trying to see how that's going to go. I am willing to put more items out on the shelves. That's why I would probably be willing to get a cashier because, yeah, it's a bit hard for me to take care of the shelves while I'm back here taking care of all the sales. So, would be nice to have a cashier doing this part. $15. There we go. You have a good day. Definitely are getting a decent amount of business in, and we are selling a good amount of products here. So, happy about that. As I said, by next episode, I will probably have expanded the store even further and gotten even more items in for sale. That way we'll have that. Yeah, because they're still wanting things that I don't have available right now. And it is sort of a catch-22 because when I do the wholesales, yes, I can afford more of the brands and stuff, but I also level up quickly with those wholesales. And so because of that, there's always going to be new brands that are opening up until I sort of max it out. So it is going to be a balance that I'm going to have to sort of work with there. All right, $5 for you. There we go. Does look like we are going to actually sell enough to really warrant having the cashier. But the thing for me on that is once we have the cashier, I'm going to have to pay him on a daily basis. So I'm going to have to make sure we've got merchandise on the shelves. And it does make it a bit harder when I want to do the wholesale stuff. So that's why I'm not doing it in this episode. I want to get a few more wholesales in so I've got my money up pretty well. And that way I can take care of everything I need to. Because, yeah, I mean, my thought is I sort of want to get the restocker and wholesale and cashier in at the same time. That way they can deal with the customers and I can still take care of my wholesale situations. See how long people come in for. Because we're already at 4:30 in the afternoon. So, not complaining by any means. Very happy to have the people in here. Alright, after this guy, I'm going to go ahead and step away from the desk. Oh, need to hit enter there. There we go. Or hit the space bar. Gonna put out some more shoes here. Alright. Alright. This is where a cashier would be a benefit because I could be doing this and not have all these people waiting around for a cashier. That might be all of those. Alright, yeah, that is all those. So let's go ahead and recycle this. And let's put out the rest of my t-shirts here real fast. Then we'll get back to the customers. Alright, that's the rest of my t-shirts. $7. There we go. $10.50. Perfect. I love having the stuff that's got my logo on it and such, though, and that's just really cool to me. So I'm looking forward to even having more of those kind of supplies. But for now, as I said, just sort of selling what we've got in the store for today, and then we'll close up shop afterwards, see how we did. I think we're going to actually have enough sales, though, to warrant a cashier at this point. Probably not enough for the cashier and stalker, though, so it is sort of a trade-off. I sort of want to get my my sales higher before I do this, so that way I can really afford to be stuck in the store here a bit more. Because I feel like once I go down this route, I'm going to be stuck with it a bit here. So I want to get the shelving in the back room set up, because I don't have any of that right now. And I don't want to be spending my money on it right now because of the fact that I want to be able to have enough money to make sure I can do the wholesales before I get to that, if that makes sense. Alright. So we could do a wholesale here. Let's do a wholesale real fast. Let's do a smaller one, something that easy that we could get through. 90 of these. That's easy enough. Actually, you know what? Let's let them reset. Nah, you know, trying to do wholesales and juggling the store being open is just too much work. Not trying to complain, but it really is just too much work here. You know what I do want to do, though? I really do want at least one shelving unit. That I think is going to cost me like 1,000. I mean, I need the fitting room also. But yeah, I do want a storage rack here. I could do a pallet, but I'd rather have the storage rack. It's what I want. I want it to look nice in here. So we're down to $800, but that should be enough for me to easily do some wholesales when I need to. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to put these back here to start with. Lining these things up sometimes is really a pain. You know what? If it wants to line up on this wall instead, we'll do it this way. Gonna have to cheat it a little bit here. No, see, it just doesn't line up quite. Yeah. Not gonna work that way, so let's put it on this wall. We only have the one of them as it is for right now. So let's see how this is as far as with my shoes and stuff on it. Alright, we got those shoes on there. We actually got quite a bit of room on that shelving unit, it looks like. That's sort of a good thing. Alright, so I want some black shoes. Let's see here. I need white thread, black fabric, and black pattern paper. I've got the rubber. So let's see here. White thread, black fabric, and basic pattern paper. Let's go ahead and start it on making a set of shoes for us. Now, shoes take a little while, so that's why I definitely, did not want to grab that. This is why I don't want my merchandise sort of out here in the store for one. That's worse setup than it was before, but you know what? That is one thing I hope they fix in the game here. I mean, this is only like the 4th day the game's out. I do hope they sort of fix it where it puts the items a little bit more appropriately and does sort of more 90-degree angles better. Alright, there's my shoes. Let's get those stocked up over here. There we go. And then let's get my t-shirts We need the advanced pattern, colored thread, and colored fabric for those. Oh, we already got customers coming into the store here. Oh, you know what? They can wait a few moments. Get these printed. Because, yeah, once I really start opening the store full time, then it is going to be a matter of having it where the I'm going to have to make sure these shelves in the back are stocked at all times. And that does become a little bit of an annoyance. And that's going to take up most of my focus. So, not sure yet about the cashier and stuff. It's a little bit of a iffy situation for me. I think we could afford the cashier, but at the same time, I don't want to be where I'm tied down to the shop at all times, and I feel like that might become a thing. Well, let's see how this day goes as far as sales. There we go. Who's up next? Yeah, we are going to need a fitting room. That is something I will probably add before the next episode, because the people are asking for that. And I think I have room to put in a fitting room. Just not exactly sure where. I'd love to get up to $1,000 again here, so that would really tell me that the cashier would be worthwhile for us. It is also interesting because as far as the phone cases go, I haven't seen the ability to have phone cases for anything but my own design. So I don't know if that's at a much higher level that I'm just not at yet, or if it's just in the game so far they've only put in my phone cases. I mean, I'm not complaining. I like having my phone cases out there, but still, would be nice to expand a little bit that way. Whoops. I was looking up at the price here. That's where, as I said, this thing is a little bit unfriendly here. I did need the 50. There we go. Did sort of tell me, though, that other time when I suspected I gave the wrong change, evidently I could not have, because it would have been in red. So that's good. Happy that I didn't lose money that way. You had 2 pairs of shoes, huh, sir? Alright, well, you enjoy those. I think I'm gonna make my $1,000 in the end here, which I'm very happy about. So the goal will be in the next episode to get a cashier, but as I said, it does mean I'm going to have to focus on sales a little bit more in the store at that point, all the time. I mean, really though, what I'm seeing is, you know, if I stock the store well overnight, it'll pretty much last the day. The cashier can take care of it, and I can go off and do my orders. Maybe just do slightly smaller orders than the large ones I was doing, but we'll see. Yeah, once we close for this day, I'm going to go ahead and put the close sign out. We'll restock what I have, and then we'll be good in here for right now. I will be happy with the cashier though, because that just slows me down some. And I mean, really, I guess if the cashier is basically making the purchases here worthwhile, then I guess we're okay on that. Three customers left. But yeah, I think definitely if I was doing smaller orders, or just having enough stuff on stock in the back room there, I'd probably be good too. But yeah, I should be able to, like, I mean, right now, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do an order that well right now, but let's see. $120 of these would be easy enough for me to do during the day. Would not be a problem, really. This would be a big one to do, but again, you look at the reward for it kind of thing. So, it would sort of make it worthwhile, and even if we sold out of everything in the store, would it really matter then? Because I could always just pay the cashier out of what I was earning kind of thing. I didn't want those there. Well, that was interesting. I didn't actually hold down the button, but it still put them there. Alright. Get my shirts put back out on the shelves here. You know, I guess that is the thing. I could probably afford to have a stalker as well. And just have everything in the store sort of available on the shelves. Yeah, see, I'm not holding a button. It was just doing that on its own right there. I didn't even touch the button that time. It just did it on its own. I wonder if I just walk up to the shelving unit here, if that's going to happen. Let's see here. I am not pressing a button on my mouse. Yep. Alright, so that's a little glitchy, actually. But I guess it's alright. Now, see, I get over here, though, and it doesn't do it. It's only with that shoe area that's happening. Sort of odd. Very odd. So yeah, perhaps I will go ahead and try to get it where I have enough stock in here, so that way I can have both a cashier and a stalker just working in here. Why is my truck down here too? That's weird. Let's move the truck down some. I don't trust that shady guy down the street there. Alright. Truck's where I want it to be. But yeah, I guess if I have enough of my items here on the shelves, the stocker could stock the shelves during the day, the cashier can check everybody out, and then I could be off doing the very large orders. So even if we ran out of stock in the store, oh well, I could still afford the employees, because it's 300 per day for the restocker, and only 150. I thought it was more than that for the cashier. Yeah, definitely we are going to go ahead and get those people in the next episode, because that'll be 450 per day. We're pretty much earning that right now as the store is, so we could definitely afford having those people in. Is there any shirts or anything I really need? Not really. Let me see. Exit this for a second. Let's get some, we need advanced pattern paper and rubber. So let's get another couple things of that, just to make some phones here, and then we'll end the episode on that. Advanced pattern paper, let's get 2 of those, and some rubber going on here. That way you guys can see these being made. These do take a while. I do that sometimes. I forget to click to purchase it. I put them in the basket, and then I don't remember to click it. But yeah, so I'm going to do some wholesaling in between this episode and the next one to try to get the shelves really stocked well, everything of that nature, so that way we can just sell once we get going here. I am going to move this because I want to have these sort of over here, even if they're not exactly aligned. Good enough, that way I can put, you know what, let's scoot this down a bit more. Not glitching through the wall. But yeah, we'll put another one there, maybe a couple more there even. So that way we can go ahead and make sure we have stock on hand for our person to be able to put out on the shelves. I like to have one on every peg. But I probably won't bring any more things into the store other than a fitting room. I will bring in the fitting room. Sort of want to bring in the mugs. I don't know. I might bring in the mugs too. We'll have to see. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is... Oh, that's lagging a little bit right now. Not sure exactly why. But I'm going to move these 2 sort of into the middle of the room here, I think. Put the fitting room over there. And really getting some lag going on. Not exactly sure what's going on with that. They have put in several updates since the game came out. I don't know if one of those is causing this lag or not, but it is sort of bad right now. So it's a good thing we're at the end of the episode as it is. Alright, that's all of them. Perfect. So yeah, as I said, I sort of want to bring in the mugs. We'll probably do the mugs and the mug rack and the fitting room, and then we'll bring in the stockers. That way I can go still do wholesales and stuff on most days, and yet at the same time we can be running this shop as we should be. So with that in mind, those are the plans for the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode though, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you all again for more of Factory Outlet Simulator.